Okay, just want to give you a little bit more information how you will do exam 2 on Monday. So first you will log on D2L around the class time. I would suggest like go there a few minutes early. I may unlock it like a minute or two earlier for you, so you can access the file and print it out. So you log on D2L, you will go under activities and then assignments, and then there should be a folder called exam 2, and that would be a file attached to it. So once you get there, you will open the file. You have the choice of either printing out a file. That probably will work better if you have an access to a printer. If you don't have access to a printer, you can get your own paper. Just make sure you label each question, number 1, number 2, very clearly, and then very organized as much as you can. Super important. You're going to be asked to either, if you print it out, sign and date the honor statements, or if you're writing on your own paper, you need to copy the whole statement. So I'm going to show you the statements. If you want to go ahead and write it out before the test, it's okay. Your exam will not be graded if I don't receive the honor statements. You need to put your name there, you need to sign it, you need to date it. So this say you put your name there, print your name. You're going to pledge that your name is on the paper and you are the individual completing the work on this exam. You promise that you will not use any unauthorized material on this exam. This means that you should not use your notes. You should not be watching any videos during the test. You're not using any books or any websites or any cell phone apps or have anyone to help you with this exam. And you also will not speak with other students in this course about this exam in any way, either directly or indirectly about this exam. So if you did any of those, you're going to receive a 0. So you will only use the allowed calculator. It can be a scientific calculator, it can be a TI 83 up to 84, but you should not use any CAS like operating system kind of calculator like TI Inspire, Casio Touch. Those are not allowed. So you will put your name printed here, sign it and date it, or if you don't have access to a printer, you probably need to copy this whole thing and do all that. So if you want to, you can write down today, so you will have it ready to go on Monday. That should be the first page before you submit any of your exam work. So this say like the instruction on Monday will tell you to access the file. You can either print it out if that's possible for you and work on the exam there. If you use your own paper, make sure you label each question accurately and organize as much as you can. You need to show all the steps, label all your graph, just like we did the example in class, so you can receive full credits. At the top of each page, please write your name in case like something get detached. We will still know that's your file. When you're done, I want you to scan your work as a single PDF file, those batch file that you have been practicing the last 2 weeks. Make sure that I can see your work clearly, so make sure it's like bright enough, make sure you focus enough. If I cannot read it, I cannot give you credit. So and you need to upload your work under the same folder, so activity, assignment, and then exam 2. Okay, so be sure you include the honesty statements, otherwise I will not grade it. You can handwrite the whole thing, sign it and date it. So those are the important parts. You will have time limits. You start at 12:30. So normally our class is an hour and 15 minutes. So I can give you a little bit more time to an hour and 30 minutes to work on your tests, and then an additional 15 minutes to upload your file to D2L. So like we say earlier, show all your steps, be organized, your name on each page. very important, you're going to need pattern blocks, so you cut out those manipulative, right? So this will come in handy. Make sure you have it ready on Monday. And the quiz and errors, so those are some of the questions you did on the homework. You need those manipulatives. You probably want to have some color pencil, but don't use red color. You may want to have a basic calculator with you. That would be helpful, but other than that, you should use pencil and eraser for this. So I will give you a little bit more time than normal, an hour and 30 minutes to work on the test. But even though this is the time, make sure you look through the test and do the question you know how to do first, and then you can go back to the one you're not quite sure. But make sure you show all your steps, and within 15 minutes of done doing your exam, then you should try to scan it as a batch single PDF file and upload it back. If you have some problem and you couldn't upload, email it to me immediately. I need to have some kind of timestamps. You should be totally done and have it either uploaded or emailed to me by 2:15 p.m. So totally you will have an hour and, let me see, is it 45 minutes? Okay, so you start at 12:30. Normally your class ends at 1:45. That's 75 minutes. And then I give you until 2 o'clock to finish your test, and then you should upload it by 2:15. Is that correct? Okay, so the tip is you should do all the questions you know first, and I would say set an alarm clock at 2 p.m. so you know by then you should stop doing the work and start scanning and uploading, so you will be sure you will finish it in time and have the timestamp. Okay, if you have questions, please email me.